Hi everyone and welcome, and today I'm going to be talking about the biggest fear ever when it comes to success. Because I remember years ago, I was in a position where I was so scared that I could do something wrong. I was so scared that something can go bad. I didn't do anything. For me, I just wanted to be safe and stay in my room, my PlayStation. And that's what I did for so many years because, like I said, I was in that position where I'm like, no, I don't want anything to go wrong. I don't want to take any responsibility, and therefore I rather don't do anything at all because I want to avoid all of that. And years later, when I actually got out of that mood, of that position, the more I grow, the more I build my business, the more I realize that success is responsibilities, and responsibility equals power. Like I said, the biggest fear is the fear of success, which is crazy, right? Because I always thought, I'm not afraid of success, I can handle it. But when I was then questioning, like, okay, do you want to take responsibility of this company? And think about it, if something goes wrong, it's your fault. I'm like, no, I don't want that. Look, people are gonna talk bad about you. People are gonna really criticize you and so on. No, I don't want anybody to criticize me. No, I'm not gonna do it. So I was saying that I want to be successful, but when actually looking at what makes a person successful and the responsibility that that person has to take, I'm like, no, I don't want those responsibilities. I just want the money, right? Which is hilarious, which is crazy. Like I said, the biggest fear that we have is the fear of success, because success brings responsibilities. And like I said, we have been so programmed in our life to avoid responsibilities. Like a child, your parents are always there. Don't do this, don't do that. If you touch that thing, you're gonna break it. If you do this, it's gonna go wrong. So all of that in our environment has programmed us to see responsibilities as something really bad, something to avoid. And the biggest one is fear of rejection. I don't want anybody to reject me. What if I want to build my business, but in order for me to build my business, I need to talk to investor, I need to talk to my friends, to gain them in the project. But what if they say no, I don't want anyone to reject me, therefore I rather don't talk to anyone. The fear of being criticized, like I mentioned earlier. I don't want anybody to talk bad about me. I want to be a good person. No, I'm not gonna do that. And the other one is, what if it doesn't work out? What's gonna happen? I'm gonna take that risk. I don't want to take any risk. I don't want to feel embarrassed. And all of those things are then the things that we fear. But in order for us to get that success, I'm specifically talking about financial success. In order for us to get that, we need to embrace those responsibilities. Like I said earlier, responsibilities equals success, and success equals power. Because in order for me to gain success, I need to take the responsibilities. Without it, I cannot have the success. So on a conscious level, we want to have success. But on an unconscious level, because we have been so programmed to avoid criticism, to avoid being judged by other people, we avoid it. We do everything. Sometimes we even self-sabotage ourselves so that we don't become successful. And I've seen that so many times that you see a person, and I have this story which is really mind-blowing. There was a guy, like a close friend of mine, and he used to have a business. He's in IT, so he has an IT company, and he built that company. He was really making good income, over 50K a month income. And he reached a point where he was like, man, I want to go back to the job and just to chill out, right? And I was like, what? He was like, well, I'm just looking for new experiences and stuff like that. And he closed his company to go take a job where he's now making like 5K, which is just like mind-blowing. But to look at it later on, we were out talking, challenging him, like, why did you do that? He said, well, I didn't want to keep hiring people because it's like, I don't want to be responsible for them, right? So because of him not wanting to take that responsibility, he closed his company, a company that was pretty growing well, and he could have grown that company maybe like 100K a month. But he stopped because he didn't want to keep hiring people, because when you hire someone, they are now at your responsibility. You have to pay them, you have to take their insurance, and if you don't make any more income, then it's on you. So all of that makes him to not go forward, right? That's another fear. How many times have we self-sabotaged ourselves because we don't want to go to that extra mile or to that extra step because we are scared, oh, what if it doesn't work out? That's the same program, and that's the same thing, fear of success, because it brings with it the responsibility. You're responsible for people. But most of us, like I said earlier, the way we have been programmed in the first 7 years of our life is to avoid responsibility, is to just follow another person so that if it goes wrong, it's that other person's fault. It's not your fault, because when it's your fault, what does the society do to us? They reprimand you, they beat you, they cast you aside from other people, and all of that is trauma that we do not want to experience again. And therefore, we do everything on an unconscious level to self-sabotage ourselves so that we do not have that success, because it's going to come with responsibility. So the key here, or the solution here, is to first of all be aware of it, so that when you face a situation like that, you know that, oh, this is one of those situations, and then work on it. This is the key, to work on it. When you know, oh, this is the problem, now you go on and work on it, because without it, you can't have financial freedom. Without taking more responsibility, you cannot have financial freedom. You cannot really have a happy life. You cannot have more money. More money brings responsibility with it. If you don't want to take that, you won't have more money, and therefore you will be very limited in what you can do. You will always have someone to tell you what to do, regardless of what it is. So that was it, why the biggest fear, one of the biggest fear about success, which is the fear of success itself. Isn't that crazy? I really found it crazy when I learned about it, because I always thought that, no, I'm not afraid of anything, I want to succeed. But when I actually started looking at it, man, imagine being someone like Jeff Bezos. Right now he's not CEO of Amazon anymore, but when he was the CEO of Amazon, you are responsible for 1.6 million people. That's insane. That's a lot of responsibility, right? All those people count on you. It's a lot, but that's the level required in order for you to build, for example, big things like Amazon, and to have that kind of income or wealth that Jeff Bezos has created for himself. So that's it about this one. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so, and see you on another video.